20 part A. The nth term of the sequence of numbers is given by n squared plus 3. Work out the first two terms of this sequence. Well, the n squared sequence is just our sequence of square numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, which is 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3 and 4 times 4. Now, adding on 3 each time just is a constant, so if we add 3 on each time to each of these terms, so which will leave us at n squared plus 3. The first term is 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 9 plus 3 is 12, 16 plus 3 is 19. So the first two terms of the sequence n squared plus 3 are 4 followed by 7. Part B. Here are the first four terms of another sequence 2, 6, 10, 14. The first thing to notice is that's going up by 4 each time. They go from 2 to 6 is adding on 4, 6 to 10 add on 4, 10 to 14 is adding on 4. So it asks us to work out the formula for the nth term of this sequence. Now, we know this sequence is linked to the 4 times table, which is 4n, because the times table that goes up in 4s is the 4 times table. So the 4 times table is 4, 8, 12, 16. Our sequence that we're looking for is 2, 6, 2, 6, 10, 14. So, how can we apply a shift to go from 4 down to 2, 8 down to 6, 12 down to 10, 16 down to 14? We need to subtract 2 each time. So if we subtract 2, subtract 2, subtract 2, subtract 2, that's a constant of minus 2, which will mean that our nth term of our linear sequence is going to be the 4 times table take away 2. So on our answer line we'd put 4n subtract 2. Part C. Here is a formula for the nth term t of a different sequence. Now t is equal to 2n plus 5. Rearrange this formula to make n the subject. So t is equal to 2n plus 5. When it says rearrange the formula to make n the subject, we want finally to give an answer that n is equal to something. So we're looking for our formula to start n is equal to something. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to swap the sides over. We're going to write that as 2n plus 5 is equal to t. Now we haven't done any maths there so far, but we've simply swapped the sides over so that n is on the left hand side. We now want to get n on its own, so we need to eliminate the other things. The first thing we're going to eliminate is that we're going to subtract the number 5 from both sides. So if we take away 5 from both sides of our formula here, we'll be left with 2n is equal to the 5 has gone now because 5 take away 5, the whole idea is that we're eliminating it, is equal to t take away 5. We can't take the number from the letter that we have here, which is t, which is standing for a number. So 2n is equal to t minus 5. We want to know what 1n is equal to. To go from to scale down from 2n down to n, we need to divide by 2. So if we divide that by 2 on the right hand side, we'll have that n is equal to t subtract 5 all divided by 2. So we now have our formula that we will write on the answer line, that n is equal to t subtract 5 all divided by 2. Now n is the subject of the formula.